Alright, welcome to yet another video of me just talking into the microphone with gameplay in the back. What gameplay will it be? I'm not entirely sure. I have a few ideas of games that I can use. Schedule 1, PvZ is its own thing. I like making it specifically for PvZ, although none of the topics have anything to do with PvZ half the time, but I like making it specifically for PvZ, like, okay, I got this topic, I'm gonna use it for PvZ, even if it's unrelated. The point is, I don't know what gameplay's in the back. It could be FIFA, which I do have recordings of. It could be Schedule 1, which in the present time I don't actually have recordings for that, but like it could be that, or it could be something like Minecraft, which I think might work a lot better for All the Mods 9 until like there's really big events. Normally I would stream All the Mods 9, but I've thought about it and like I could totally just do the commentary with All the Mods 9 where like I show a couple hours of footage of me just grinding away, doing like random tidbits, working my way towards a star, and then like the videos that are live commed could be like me finishing the star or like just like a major portion, just something major within the video. And like it could technically still be part of the like day of series, like, oh, 69 days. I'm like way past 60, I think at this point. I think I'm at like 74, something like that. I'm at quite a few, to be quite clear. Again, before I continue, I've been going for about 2 minutes at this point, but I am still sick. These should all be like, if you hear me and like I'm a little off, they're all like recorded in the same vicinity of time, you know, whether it's like the day before, day after, or day of me getting sick. Although I got sick, I would say 3 days ago is like when I first noticed it, and it's just, honestly, I think it should be gone by tomorrow, speaking in present time. But as you may know, with a sickness, it is never guaranteed. You can never predict fully like, oh, I'm gonna be better tomorrow. It's like I feel like okay, I just have like this throat thing. That sounds weird, but I just, you know, I've got like a sore throat, or like the cough has like irritated my throat to the point where like I got the phlegm or whatever, so like my voice gets really raspy, or like it'll start to go a little bit, where it kind of just did right now. But like I feel fine. You know, a couple days ago I was feeling kind of like you know, like not terrible, but like enough to the point where I was like, yeah, I feel sick. So hopefully tomorrow's like, you know, the day where I wake up and it's like, wow, you know, I don't have to cough or something like that. Like, it's really weird because I just have a cough. It's just a cough. Like, yes, I was feeling pretty bad those days, but like, aside from the cough, I had like no runny nose. Like, my nose was like the smallest of runniness. Like, I would say like, I would have to sneeze, which is pretty normal, right? Like, if you sneeze, sometimes your nose just gets runny. That's how it works. But like, yeah, I didn't really have like a runny nose, like maybe a headache, but that was about it. I didn't really have like any like fever symptoms. You know, I didn't like feel super hot. I didn't feel like weak. Didn't feel like any of that stuff, you know, so that was cool. Also, like swallowing is fine. You know, sometimes when you get a sore throat, you get the really bad ones where it's like it hurts to swallow in the morning. You like wake up and you swallow and it's like, oh my God, it hurts. And you know you're cooked. But I haven't even gotten that. I think the second day I was sick, I woke up, or at least I think the first night where I felt like, my throat feels kind of funny going to sleep. I woke up and my throat did hurt, like every time I swallowed, but like then it went away and it never came back. So like I'm really grateful for that one, because that is probably the worst to deal with, especially because like sometimes you're drinking water or you're eating food and it just hurts. I really hope that making this commentary doesn't make it worse, because like literally the only thing that is affected right now is my throat. And obviously, you know, you can like not damage your throat, but like it stresses it to talk for long periods of time. But like, I don't think me talking for like 20 to 40 minutes, up to an hour, depending on how much I feel like recording at a time, or even more sometimes, but like probably not today, because like I'm not going to risk it. I'm joking about it, but like I'd rather not wake up in the morning and like suddenly my throat is just like 10 times worse. But I guess on to the actual topics. That was a topic on its own, right? You know, like I could talk about me being sick for another like 10 minutes about like my history of being sick. You know, like having a fever is like really bad because I lose my appetite, and then like I will not eat for like 10 hours. I'm fully into this sick topic now, by the way. So here we are. But like I'll lose my appetite, so I won't eat for like 10 hours or something. And like the whole point of being sick is that you need nutrients. You need to like gain the strength back, you know, get back to like peak physical form or whatever. So you should be eating, you should be like drinking water, eating, getting like electrolytes or whatever, just your nutrients, you know. So not eating while having a fever is not great. But like every single time I have a fever, or at least when I was younger, it's like now it doesn't affect me as much, but like I just had no appetite. So like unless it was soup or like jello, I just couldn't eat anything because I just felt like I would throw up instantly. And I don't know where that feeling comes from, because like it's definitely like the opposite, where it's like, oh, I'm so hungry that my stomach kind of, you know, hurts. it feels funny. I actually had that, like a weird like appetite loss. It was more like my energy was being burned more quickly, because normally I don't even have breakfast most days. You know, I go to class and I'll be there until like the middle of the afternoon, and it's fine. Like I don't even have to eat. It doesn't matter. I'll come back a little hungry and then I'll eat my food. Boom, you know, all good. But like that first day I was sick, where I fully realized like, okay, I've got like a bit of a cough here. I went to class, and like by the end of the first lecture, I was like feeling it. I was like, oh my God, I really should eat something. So I came back from that lecture. I edited my video with like right before 3 p.m. because, you know, that's the normal scheduled time. But like sometimes I'll wake up for that lecture and I'll wake up like really late, and like I don't have time to like do the finishing touches, you know, the music or the thumbnail or whatever's missing. Or sometimes the entire video, because I'll be lazy the night before or whatever. But sometimes I have to come back between lectures, which is like, it's fine because like I have enough time. Like I have about an hour between the lectures, but like I'll do that and then I'll head back. And so I finished the video, I did all that, and then I realized like, okay, I still haven't eaten anything. And like I felt it in the first lecture. So I was like, I should eat something. But I decided against it. I thought like, okay, maybe it's just something weird. I drank a bit of water, and then I was back on my merry way. And oh my God, that was like one of the biggest mistakes of my life. So I went to the second lecture and I was sat in that chair, and like I swear like 15-20 minutes in, it felt like I wasn't like dying, but like I don't know, like my stomach was screaming at me. Like it was literally like, it was so loud. I've never heard my stomach like make noises like that. It was like, you know, when you make stomach growls, you're kind of hungry. It was like the growls were like 3 seconds long, like just and I was just like, I'm really hoping nobody hears this, because it happened quite a bit. And every time it happened, like my stomach was also like feeling kind of funny, because it was just so empty that it started to hurt. Like I was starting to get like a stomach ache because of like nothing in my stomach. So I went home and I ate some like fried rice. I was just like, dude, get some food in me. And I felt mostly fine for the rest of the day. I think I ate some In-N-Out later on that day. By the way, In-N-Out, let me know if you have one of those. I don't know why I just mentioned that. In-N-Out is a great place. You know, I don't think it's like the best spot in the world, but like I love In-N-Out. Their fries especially, hot topic, you know. Are you an In-N-Out fries enjoyer? Can you only enjoy them well done? Or are you just like anti In-N-Out fries? Because I know there's a lot of people who just will not eat the In-N-Out fries because they're plain. They have like no salt, which most times they are salted very nicely. Sometimes they skimp on the salt, yes, but you can literally ask for salt packets. The thing about In-N-Out fries is like they're legit just potatoes. They cut the potatoes, throw them in the fryer. I think they double fry them, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's double fried. I think if you ask for well done, it's double fried, which is why they're a lot like more crispy, crunchy, but I think they're just single fried. So like they're legit just like cooked potatoes, and they're amazing. Like I love them. I love nibbling on In-N-Out fries. But like back to the sick thing, having a fever and no appetite, worst combo ever, because then I won't eat and it just like interrupts the whole process of like getting better. But like fevers, I remember like fevers honestly used to be like one of my favorite things to have back in the day as a kid. Because like whenever I got a fever, it meant I would get the nice moist towel on my forehead and I would knock out for the next like 4 hours. Oh my God. Don't even get me started, dude. Like when I grew up and my mom stopped doing it for me, you know, there was times where I'd be like, dude, I need this moist towel right now. Like I need it. It's just so comfortable. It's not even about like, you know, being sick. I would do it normally, but I think doing it normally would end up getting you sick, which is really funny. But like whenever I was sick and like, you know, no one else is going to do it for me, you know, I'm a little too grown. I'm like in middle school or something by now. So like I would just like go grab like a nice like big tub, not tub, but like what would that be called? Like a mixing bowl. Yeah, a mixing bowl. Fill it with water, put some ice in it, dunk the towel, and then I'd like put the rag on me and I'd just be like, all right, it's time to go to sleep. And I'd go to sleep for hours, dude. Like some of the best sleep I've ever had in my life is with a nice moist towel on my forehead. It's just so amazing. But like another aspect of being sick is throwing up. And throwing up, I don't know about you, but that is like my number one no. Like I will never ever risk the chance of like throwing up. I hate the feeling of throwing up. It is like you are literally like spewing your guts. You are like constricting your stomach and like your throat and everything to send stuff back up. That's never good. You know, obviously it's there to help you so that you can like get rid of the gunk quicker. I don't think you technically need to throw up, because there's other ways to like get rid of the waste, get rid of the bad stuff, but like it'll just take longer and honestly not as effective or efficient, but it is a lot cleaner and like less like, I just feel so shameful whenever I throw up. I just feel like so powerless. I remember one time, I think I was a bit older at this point, I was just on the toilet, like, you know, hunched over. I was home alone and I remember I was just like throwing up to the point where like there was some times where I was just like dry heaving and nothing was coming, but like I knew something had to come eventually, and like it was just like small its and bits, and like while I was just like hunched over on the toilet dry heaving, I remember like just going like, help. Like, dude, it's so bad. I do not like throwing up. I hate it, which is why I think I'm on like maybe a 7-year streak, 8 years. I'm on a pretty long streak of not throwing up, and I don't ever want to throw up. Another thing is like people who drink alcohol, sometimes they'll drink so much that like, you know, they're bound to throw up, and I don't get how they do that, how they can come to terms with like, okay, I'm gonna have fun for like, you know, 2 hours or however long, but I'm gonna compromise with throwing up at the end of it. Like, no thank you. The fun is all cool, but like as soon as I throw up, it's over for me. I'm done. I don't want to do that anymore. So yeah, like food, if I ever feel like I'm reaching my limit, I just stop eating. Like I could probably eat more than I usually do, but like whenever I feel the just like, ooh, I'm getting kind of full, I'll stop right there because I'm not even risking it, you know? Or like physical activity, I'm always like a little scared with physical activity. Like if someone ever asks me to like, oh, sprint there after you've just eaten, or like do this after you've just eaten. Like I just ate like 45 minutes ago, which is like a decent amount of time to digest the food, but I'm just still not sure. And that's more of like a childhood like memory thing. One time I ate like the school lunch, and then I came home. So like I had a couple hours. So I was back home, and then I started playing like soccer or something, just like running around the house a lot. And I just like, dude, I remember what I ate that day too. I guess it was a pretty traumatic day, all things considered. It was lasagna. I had the school lunch lasagna, and I just remember, yeah, I'm not even gonna describe it because honestly, it's disgusting. And even thinking about it, not the biggest fan of that. Yeah, so like ever since then, I was just like, dude, I'm just not gonna move too much after I've eaten, because like even though I've done like quite a few things, like I've emulated basically what I did that day as a kid with like less like gap between eating and activity, and I've been completely fine, you know? Just like at this point, if I've been close, I don't really want to keep going on this topic for too much longer, but I have been close. And anytime I'm close, I just like, you know, I just calm down, take some deep breaths, and like I deal with it other ways, you know? Like burping is always a risky one because sometimes you can burp and it's like you can throw up in your mouth. It's, ugh, that's bad. I don't count that as throwing up, by the way, because like it's like you kept it back, but even you get like a taste, you know, you get a preview of what it would be like. And every time that happens, I'm like, okay, yeah, reinforcing the fact that I do not want to throw up. So like I just deal with it like other ways, like burping or like, I don't know, like using the bathroom, things like that, just walking around, taking deep breaths, you know, just chilling out. Or like sometimes I'll put on like some mighty YouTube shorts with like some mighty commentary where I'm just like listening to like, I could like not even be that interested in the topic. It could be like someone like repairing a phone, which is actually a topic I am interested in. Like I like seeing like computer repair and stuff. It's cool, you know, like I have a computer, so sometimes you never know, might be able to use that information. But the point is like I'll just put on like random things, and then I'll like set the phone aside. I won't even watch the video, I'll just listen to it, and then I'll just like stare off into like nothingness, and I'll just like hope and pray like, please just let this one pass. Because a lot of the times throwing up is like the easy way out. Oh my god, I'm going way too long on this topic, but it's like the easy way out where it's like, okay, my stomach hurts, and like it hurts really, really bad, and I could throw up. But like in that scenario, I'm not gonna throw up. Like I refuse to do it. But like I could see someone like easily going, someone who doesn't mind throwing up, easily going like, okay, I'm just gonna throw up because it's just like, I'll deal with it. Throw up, boom, drink some water, get the taste out of my mouth, move on with my day. Like it's honestly like, it's a nice process when you think about it, but like, I just don't like it personally. Anyways, I'm gonna move on from that because I don't know why I went on for that long talking about throwing up, but like, it's just one of my, I guess I would call it like one of my fears. Like I have a fear of throwing up. Like I wouldn't want to do it ever. And it's just like something I avoid at all costs. Speaking of fears, as a child, I was quite afraid of clowns, I think. One time I was taken to the circus by my family, I think. I mean, I would kind of hope it was my family, but I went to the circus and there was like, you know, clown actors, and like I was not messing with them, and I don't know why. So I don't remember like clowns ever being like negative towards me, like in a scary movie or anything, and I have no problems with clowns today. Like I just remember that day as a kid, like I was not messing with the clowns. Like no thank you. Like clowns, I think for a while after that, up until I was like finished with middle school maybe, I was a little like weirded out by clowns. Like every time I saw them I was like, oh, like I know there's nothing wrong with them, but it's just like not my favorite thing in the world. But like nowadays, like I think clowns are cool, especially performing clowns, like actors. I think there's a lot to appreciate about them, like the job they do. I mean, anyone who works a job, there's a lot to appreciate about them. They have their own purpose in society, and clowns are just like, they're some entertainers, man. Like they hustle. And like, that's just something you can appreciate from any walk of life, you know, like he's just putting in work. Or she, you know, there's girl clowns too. Like there's no like limit to what a clown could be. You could be anything as a clown. A clown is a clown, and that's just how they are. But the point is, clowns are cool. At least I think nowadays, you know, even like It and like stuff like that didn't like stir me away from clowns. I actually don't find it that scary. You know, I know that technically Pennywise is like a universal threat or whatever, but like, dude, he's not scary. Like that movie wasn't that scary. It was cool though, I guess, you know, like it was a cool movie, you know, and the culture, I guess, the memes that were brought about from that movie, you know, because it was like a remake. Cool, you know, it brought Pennywise and the movie to a whole new audience, brand new audience. It was cool. But like, yeah, I'm not like a super big It glazer. It's whatever. It's a good movie. It's interesting, but it's not like, I don't think it's that scary, to be honest. And Pennywise himself is not like scary in any regard. And I think that's like the point, you know, like not that Pennywise isn't scary, but I think the point is that like clowns shouldn't inherently be scary, but like Pennywise should be scary. Like you should be scared of this guy because he's Pennywise, you know, he's gonna, oh, wolf, you'll float too, you know, like it doesn't hit for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, like clowns, I mess with clowns, you know, they're cool. Most clowns, you know, there's some bad clowns in history. Like we're not going to talk about those guys, but you know probably what they did. So yeah, those guys are not cool, but that's not because they were clowns. You know, those just bad people in general, whether or not they were clowns. Anyways, I think this commentary is nearing 20 minutes, probably a lot less, depending on what I cut out, how much silence gaps are in between, because there can be quite a big gap every now and then of silence where I just have to think about something to talk about, or where I'm just like drinking water, hoping that my throat isn't like completely shot in the morning, because I don't know if you can hear, but it's, oh God, it's kind of going. It's not really that bad, to be honest, but like it just bothers me. Like, it's just like a weird feeling. It's a little tingly. And also I think it sounds weird. I'm not the biggest fan of like the sick voice. I know or like the morning voice. I know there are some people out there love the morning voice, or like they wish like they had their morning voice permanently, or like their sick voice permanently. I'm okay, man. Like, you know, I don't have much to complain about. Like voice, who cares about your voice? Like, there are some people in this world, not trying to be mean, but there are some people who have like generally annoying like tones of voice. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Because if you know someone with an annoying voice, you're just gonna get used to it. Or like if you have like a favorite YouTuber who like maybe his voice is kind of annoying, maybe mine's kind of annoying. Like hopefully you just kind of get used to it. And it's like, you know, it's whatever. You just have a voice. I mean, you could always do things with your mic, like you can lower the bass, which is what a lot of people do, but like, yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell when the bass is lowered. But the point is, like, the whole, like, deep voice thing, I don't think it matters. Or, like, the low voice thing, I don't think it matters. I mean, back in, like, 2019, when I was younger, and I was playing, like, Call of Duty, or, like, even, like, 2018, when I was playing, like, Destiny 2, and I'd, like, random queue with people, like LFG, I remember being told, like, dude, you have, like, you sound like you're a smoker. And I, honestly, like, some people would take that as a compliment, but, like, I was like, what? Smoker? Like, I am a very youthful boy. You know, I'm a youthful man. I'm still in my youth. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked in my life. Smoking is no good. Also, generally probably doesn't taste very good either. Like, I hate the smell of tobacco, so there's no way I'd like the taste of tobacco. Or whatever you get from smoking. I don't know. Like, people smoke to relieve stress, but like, just take a couple of deep breaths. Let's be real, bro. You get the same effect, you know? Just saying. Anyways, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what type of voice you have. High, low, annoying, not annoying, too low, like, you know, like the corpse voice, like that's fine. People like make fun of him because it's like, oh, you're faking your voice, but I think he's got like a condition. And it's like, dude, you know, his voice is pretty cool. And I mean, it doesn't really change him. So like, and he made the voice work. Anyways, I'm going on too long about like these things. This commentary is probably running quite a bit longer than I'd hope, but I have plenty of gameplay. And maybe the gameplay switches to a different game at some point, because maybe I ran out of like FIFA or whatever I plan to use for this one. So thank you for watching the video. Let me know how you feel about this whole new commentary thing. I like doing the commentary type of videos, but I'm going to keep doing like the live comms like Yakuza or like any story game. Maybe play Dispatch soon. Could be a possibility. Can't really post-com that because it's like choice-based game. But yeah, let me know. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.